We're in Valley, Arizona, which is about 20 miles south of the Grand Canyon, South Rim, and Valley is the home of one of our satellite museums at Plains of Fame, and we're here with a part of our collection from the museum, and standing out in front of the Constellation, which was a C-121A that was built back in 1947 and used for military airlift command until it was assigned to General Douglas MacArthur. And through his term in Korea and Japan, and then it came stateside and was used by NASA as part of the tracking system to set up the satellite system for the space program. So, and after that, I went to Fort Rucker down in Alabama, and it sat there for 20-some years, and before we picked it up. And when we were fortunate enough to be able to trade something to the Air Force for it, actually to the Army, I think it was, and then we got it back home to Chino, and through a lot of our some help from some ex-Lockheed employees or whatever, we were able to get the airplane completely stripped and put in the MacArthur markings. And then a company in Addison, Texas put the replica of the MacArthur interior back in it. And we flew it around for a couple of years there at Chino. We did some air shows, and then we brought it out here to Valley, and it's been sitting here in the desert. Good place for an airplane to be stored. The last time it flew was, I just looked at the logbook yesterday, it was 20 years ago, 20 years and about 2 months. So we've woken it up now. We've got all the systems operating. We've had, unfortunately, one of the engines started to show a little metal wear, started to show up on the screen. So we were lucky enough to be able to borrow an engine, QEC, from Carl Stolfus, who's starting a restoration of the Columbine Constellation, the one that Eisenhower flew, which is really a sister to this airplane. So thank you, Carl. Anyway, that saved us a lot of work, a lot of expense, and and he was so good about letting us use it right away. We made a couple phone calls. Next thing you know, he said, "Come get it." So our guys drove down to Tucson, picked it up, brought it here, and that's probably what you've been filming in there, swapping parts around to get the thing running. We should have it running today. We're 99% actually ready to go. We've got our flight engineer is coming out tomorrow, a guy named J.R. Kern, and then Stu Dawson will be out on Tuesday, and we'll go over the project. Stu isn't familiar with the Connie at all, and other than what he's been reading. Yeah, actually it's been a great project. You probably even noticed we graded the runway. We made a 6,000-foot strip. It is a runway we landed on when we came here originally. The paved runway here is only 45 feet wide, so that really wouldn't work very well. Length of the runway isn't a problem. The airplane's really light. You know, gross weight's over 100,000 pounds, and we're going to fly at about 85,000 pounds. So, the performance is well within the scope of this airport. So. Anyway, the next few days will tell a good story. We hope to get, first flight to get it out of here and take it over to Kingman and look it over, get it on some solid asphalt, and then we'll go on to Chino. And with any luck, we'll do that on Thursday. Rod Lewis has been a great supporter of Plains of Fame and the warbird industry in general. He's been a very generous guy, and he's got a very good feel for these kind of airplanes, collecting this kind of stuff. And Rod, one evening we were just talking about interesting projects, and he had made mention that he thought that an airplane he'd really like to get would be a Constellation. And so we started talking about it. A museum we've been fortunate enough to have for the last 20 years, but we haven't been able to do anything with it. It's a very expensive airplane to operate. It's a big airplane. At the bottom of the wings 8.5 feet up. You got to take the cowling off. It takes 2 or 3 guys in a lift. It's quite a jump and commitment to have an airplane like that. But Rod thought that that'd be something that he'd like to do, and we were able to come to an agreement. Knowing how Rod likes things, we're hoping that we can go through the whole airplane. We'd like to overhaul 4 engines for it. We'd like to pull the tail off and get inside the change a lot of hardware. I mean, it's definitely airworthy, but this being, will be one of the most attractive planes on the flight line, so to speak, and I know Rod will want it to match its looks. And came from an era of manual valves. I mean, you sit in the flight engineer panel. You don't even see outside, but it's got valves on the floor, it's got knobs and fuel selectors, and fire extinguishers with pull handles, and you know, the pilot and the co-pilot are you know, less than 50% of operating this airplane. You know, I'm pushing real hard to get out of here before the weather changes. That's a big thing, because you know, it actually has real winter here, and we have a El Nino year this year coming up, so it's liable to be a real snowbound high desert. I mean, they've got a lot of rain here. It's been raining, as you know, the last few days, and we're looking good. So I'm real happy with it and really excited about it. And we've got an area there at right outside our shop area there that we're going to fence off and make it kind of a display. The restoration will be kind of a display. It'll be outdoors, but it's in a covered area. So I think it'll be interesting to watch it grow through the years too. You know, I say through the years. Hopefully we can, with enough help, we can knock it out pretty, you know, I'd say in a couple of years, I would think. Now, is there anything you can brief us about what's kind of a common Connie issues that you find flying these things?
Well, a lot's going to be communication, pilot and commanding engineer. He's going to command me for power. He's going to say, okay, looks good, green, yes, we go. If we see anything we don't like, I'm going to call it right out immediately. If something's going on with a prop, engine, or something we don't like, we got time to shut down. We don't have reverse, so we got a caution on that. Got good brakes, we should be good. This thing gets off the ground. It's a pretty good short field airplane. V1, V2, we go. If we have a problem, continue in flight. Engineer will work it out with the co-pilot. By then, one of you guys must fly the airplane again. As you
That will be me.
Okay, and then me and Steve will work out the issues. Feathering, whichever it is, you back me on feathering. Make sure I'm grabbing the right one. And we're pretty good at that, I know, but still always back everybody with eyes we want to see. And just go with it. I mean, there's not a whole lot. You guys have never flown one, which is fine. I'm not afraid of that. I want you to feel the elevator. My recommendation was we do a high speed. Well, we're getting kind of limited, and if the sun sticks out anymore, I know it's going to get mushy. So, if you guys want to get it going, about 60 knots, you can really feel that elevator.
That's what I was thinking of doing. We'd start with a little aft elevator. When it starts getting light, we'll pull it and see how it does.
See it and get the nose, and if you don't, if there's something you don't like,
then we'll board.
I almost want to get off. Now, the rudder authority is going to be on the tiller about 60 knots. Come off the tiller, then you got rudder control. That's going to be you.
60 knots, I call my controls.
Okay. And then as far as reverse, brief you on, we don't have reverse, the flag, so if we're not going to delete reverse order, so forget that part. Get in it, let's go. I can't think of anything.
Okay, but what can you tell me about, like, your recommended power settings? What are you going to shoot for?
What I'm going to shoot for is 2444.
Okay.
And if we've got the buffer factor, I've measured all the props. I'm not scared, but number 1 and 2 are pretty out of balance still. And then you can feel them. And let's just take care of the old girl. We'll go slow. I have the ability to always take it up even to 2800 if necessary. So if shit goes to hell in a handbasket, we're going to shove everything forward anyway. So no problem there. We'll do a modest takeoff. If you guys don't like that power setting, I don't think you will have a problem with it as it's altitude. Like I said, we left Aspen probably 15,000 pounds heavier than this, and we had no problems.
Okay, remember though, when we static ran it yesterday at 2650, full throttle was only 40, 41 inches.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
That's about right. You get 40. You get about 41, 42 as you start rolling.
Okay, and you've flown fixed pitch or variable pitch like this without constant speed many
rusty,
times, so you know about that.
The only thing we get, an ultimate authority is say if a prop were to go away, you can do a V2 climb out. Okay. Stand it on its tail, try and slow it down, but by that time I'm going to be screaming it on the feather anyway. Yeah. I can use feather, unlike a hydromatic, I can burp it a little bit, and that'll help control the prop.
Right. Okay.
We just don't want a thing to go run away and overspeed, and judging by the the health of these props, I don't want to see them go too high speed. I never want to throw away. And that's my own paranoia because I had one do that flight once, so I just want to be sure.
How about noise with gear retraction? Is there a big slam bangy going on?
Yeah, you're going to hear it in the nose. The nose is going to go up, and I usually do a count. I watch, I look over as I'm flying, and I do a count in my head, and then I hear that, and you hear the nose. Okay. It's very, very audible, and you'll feel it. And when the nose locks up.
Okay, now run us through an engine fire.
Engine fire, everybody screams, runs around. A lot of them are precautionary unless we have actual flames in that showing. I'm not going to discharge a bottle until it's absolutely necessary. A lot of times they'll go out, even with a dive, slight dive. I've had various little bit of fires, but nothing a huge conflagration. Charlie Human, an old...
I know Charlie. Yeah.
Remember Charlie?
He helped us with this airplane.
Okay. Yeah, I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
I was walking around with mask on, and I was asking all these questions. And
he had Alzheimer's.
Oh, he was great. I said, okay, ultimate fire, what do I got? He said, take your time, relax, don't panic, but you got over 3 minutes before you breach into that main spar. Say we can't get the fire out, say everything's gone hell in a handbasket. So, you got time. He said, just don't rush. He said, that's when everybody makes a mistake. Oh my God, we got fire. When they blow the bottles too soon, they do this or do that, and it just makes a mess of things. So, we got time.
You got anything?
Nope.
You got anything, Ron? Anybody got anything? Add? Subtract?
Everybody keep your eyes
Stu's
outside
in charge,
the cockpit.
so you're gonna yell at everybody, okay?
And because we're going to have 3 airplanes up there. Okay, so everybody watch out.
Oh yeah. I think I do have one other question. Just an engine failure. Just kind of walk us through a normal engine failure. What engine's critical? Are there any critical engines?
Not really. Just we got a girl, she flies just fine with 2 out on one side.
85 is the speed you don't go.
Okay.
Okay.
You're comfortable with flying this with your speeds, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If we lose one on takeoff and we got enough speed, again, V1, VR, V2, whichever you want to use. So.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go to 110 indicated.
Okay. Now
I'll give him some dual if he starts fucking up.
Static selectors, we're going to leave Montito.
And Montito.
Which is to the left, correct?
Correct. This way.
Okay, good. Okay, and the aux tank dump valves aren't hooked up. Life raft handles, de-icer, they're in the vacuum system. Engine's clear, ready to start.
Okay. You're ready to start engines.
Okay, so Robbie might be on. Let me try him.
Okay, you guys clear to start?
Hang on a sec. I think Robbie's out there.
Let me look. Are you on, Rob?
Yeah. Okay, which one you want to start? Number 3?
Okay, sequence will be 3, 4, 2, 1. Okay.
We're going to start 3, 4, 2, 1. So clear 3.
4, 2, 1.
3, 4, 2, 1. Okay, we're clear of 3.
It's not as bad as the Convair. Okay, turn to 2. To the turn.
Is the APU clear?
Yes. I'm getting the ground signal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, make it hot. Hot. Switch on 2.
Hot.
Come on 2, let's go. Alright, it's a coming. Yeah, they're a little nut there. Just short run like that and then they cool off again. They don't like that. It's not that they don't like it, it's just that's what we're doing. Okay, 2, standby number 1. Standby number 1. Clear 1. Thank you. Yeah, I can pull the shocks if you like. Shocks are full here, clear to go. Is the roll-up away? Yes, it's clear and back door's closed. John and I are secured. Let's get a little more temp here. Yeah, we're a little cold yet, guys. We got a little extra gas in number 3. If we don't pull him on, we can break away anytime you want. Okay. 3 and 4. Up, did you say? Yes.
Before taxi, radios IFF altimeters, let's run at 6,000.
6,000.
Okay, the ramp's clear, hydraulic pressure, quantity leak, check battery generators.
Off and on, looking good.
Okay, vacuum warning lights, we don't have any door lights, so we just confirm all the doors are shut, Pete?
Pete did shut the doors except for this hamburger door.
Okay.
I'll get it when I get out on the taxiway. Okay. One was the one that was really lean. I mean, really fat.
And because the flaps take so long, you want to just set them right now?
Steve, are you up? Yeah, I got you guys.
Alright, thanks.
Yeah, just keep her going, guys. Just keep her going.
Fuck, they parked the van there. Where did they go?
I'll get third of the runway here. Okay.
You're not totally straight, the brakes off straight, are you?
Okay.
Let me know when you guys are going to set flaps and I can check them from back here.
Go ahead and set them now.
Okay, flaps going to take off position.
Okay, Steve, as they're coming down, witness, take that little switch up there. Turn switch. Hit it.
I know. I'll just let them go around a little bit here. That should stop them.
Yep, positive stop. Okay.
Yep, they stop back here.
Thank you. Hydraulic pressures are split just like they should be. All the lights are out. Parking brake lights only red up here.
Okay. And it's that back down. Okay, I'm going to get the crew door here. Careful.
I wonder why it was loud. And let me know when you're ready for the after run-up checklist.
Ready on you guys.
Okay, de-icer boot, NA, autopilot's undone, flight instruments, I'm good.
Good.
Okay, and then compass, NA, taxi lights, anti-collision, flight controls.
Break away. They're free and full travel.
Okay, doors and windows.
Checked and set.
Checked and set back here.
Okay, and then prop sync lever, we don't worry about that. Pressure temps, check.
We're good. A little temp coming up too. Is a little sluggish yet still.
Yeah, I think one of the other ones goes the other way too. Number one, I think.
It's just the old bypass valves and stuff.
Okay. Fuel tank selectors?
On the mains, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Fuel boost pumps.
Coming on, low and then high.
Carburetor?
Carburetor is cold.
Oil coolers.
Set as needed.
Okay, and then crew briefing.
Okay, we're gonna do this, Tim, what you want to do. We're gonna check this thing at 60 and make sure that it is the elevator we have full travel or we have control. And if it's good, we're gonna continue. If not, we'll abort the takeoff. Okay. Okay. Is that okay? Sounds good to me. Okay. You're running the power. If we have a problem, if I see a problem, I'll yell out. If you see a problem, anybody on this crew sees a problem, say something. Okay? Got it. If we lose one after departure, we'll go to 110 on the airspeed, positive rate, gear up, clean it up, laps up, 110's the airspeed.
110.
Okay?
On your meter.
Oh, my meter. Any questions?
Okay, guys, we're briefed and go. So, Steve-O, are you up? Okay, well, here we are. And we're getting ready to go right now.
Okay, guys, you're going to have to hold no traffic about other than Steve-O.
Go ahead.
Okay, at 30 inches, give me time to catch up on the pops, then they're going to go all haywire when I go to full power.
So we're going to hold the brakes and then let it go at full power, right?
Correct. Give me a chance to recount the pops at 30 inches.
Right, and then you're going to
Okay,
go...
the before takeoff check is done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I've got the brakes.
So you're going to call gear?
I'm going to call gear.
And you're going to call flaps?
And I'm going to call flaps.
Okay.
All right, guys, ready when you are. Okay. Light them up. Come on up 30 inches, guys.
And of course, the mixtures, remember number one.
Are you ready for brake release?
No, we're going to go full power before we let go.
You gonna get the pops up there?
Yeah, he's going to get all set. He's going to let us know when he's all set.
Right. Okay. I need you to...
I'm going to go to full power here in 2 seconds.
Coming up full power, guys, and just give me time to catch up here. I want to keep it 2400 done. 25 is okay. Start toggling number 3. She's coming up on us, so just keep around 24, 25. Coming up 44, guys. Bring it back. Bring it back. We're starting to slide, guys. Okay, take on. Get the brakes on. Let's just go. Let's go. Max power. Max power. Get down those spots. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it forward back. There you go. 2. I got 2.
Number 1 just needs to be leaned out. That's why it's so low in power. Yeah, elevators feel good to me.
Okay. All right.
And there's 60 knots.
I got the airplane.
You got the airplane? Power set. We're looking good here. Get over to the right.
I'm a-coming.
There's 90. Yeah, we got it. We're gone. Let's go.
Rotate. Lighting it up.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't tell me what the hell. I don't know what the hell.
Push the side button in so you can lift the lever up.
That's what I'm doing.
Flaps up. You can actually need power when you want to there, Tim. Okay, coming back on power. Is it coming up, Steve?
No, I haven't got the handle up. What am I doing wrong here, Tim?
Stand by. Stand by, stand by. Let's go 150. Can you back me on this 150 over 23, please?
Flaps are fully up.
Okay, here comes the gear.
Okay, you got to, Steve. You got to pull out on the handle and go up.
Damn it.
You got it. Okay, Steve. Sorry about that.
No, that's my deal.
Okay, we're still no lock on the nose gear or somebody here. Well, that.
I'll come into the number 3 is down at 32 inches, by the way.
Yeah, number 3 is way back there.
Get back over the airport. Now we're running 23, right? 20, yeah, RPM is all.
Yeah, I'm all over the board here, guys. Just give me a minute to catch up with it. We'll go here. Okay, I'm going to 150. We still got a gear. Can somebody come on with that airplane, see if we got something hanging out the hole? And Steve-O, gear up. I just don't want to go up. We can go on back to cruise if you want. Okay, come on up, cruise power, guys. Okay. We'll give her about 120. Bring me back to 2,000 RPM. Just kind of busy in the cockpit. Everything's good, though.
.5 inches. There you go. Oh, she's a cruiser.
Can you catch us, Steve-O?
Yeah, we're right underneath it right now.
They all clean?
Yeah, everything is clean, yes.
And oil cooler doors, just call them out for us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Are they open?
Yeah, but number 1 is open like it was on ground hung out, and 2, 3, and 4 are all in the same position open.
Okay, working on it, guys. Working on it. This thing didn't get airborne as quick as y'all thought.
It's very clean.
That's because we had no power on it. I mean, shit, we were just way down on power.
Yeah, we had a low manifold there. She's all right. She's all right. Yeah, we'll just maintain 2,000 RPM for me. Okay, we're in a nice even order.
Get a close.
Stuart!
Your other slow. Okay. Are you happy, Tim? Getting there. I just got to catch up. I'm behind the power curve a little myself, guys. I'm headed to Kingman. Okay, if you're good, Steve-O, we're going to head to Kingman. We're just running 25 inches in 2,000. We have our propeller, automatic propeller guys working on back there.
There's Steve-O.
They're hooking that thing right up. What are you showing on knots, Steve-O?
Showing 170 knots indicated.
Yeah, that verifies what we got going here. We're just running like 26 and 2,000-ish.
How many BMEPs are we running here?
Usually cruise about 120.
Is that what we got going right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys need more speed, we can go
No, we're doing fine. Fine. If you're happy, if we got all the temps, your old temps working good?
Looking good.
Right back here. Okay. What else?
Okay, the WAS complete CHT on 4.
Yeah, it's been doing that.
Okay.
And number 2 also, every once in a while just bounces to Zippo.
Okay, I give, Heath, you up on, can you kind of give me an eyeball on the cowl flaps? I got no indication, nothing here, just I don't want them up too far.
Number 4 is in a nice, just semi, number 2 RPM, guys.
We're losing number 2, guys, we're losing 2.
The engine?
Yep.
Boy, why is it going?
I don't know what it was, like a massive fuel fluctuation on number 2, guys. Number 2, correction, that's number 3 now. And we lost 2, the first 2. Is 2 dead, guys?
We're on short 1,500.
Okay.
Still running?
Who's running?
No, it's not running. Not good.
Okay, guys, better top it off. Okay, we're going to head towards Grand Canyon. We got number, for some reason, number 3 is, 3 and number 2. 2.
We have fuel pressure and everything?
Yeah, we do. Any cross feed, guys? I don't know if we got an issue going on.
Yeah, go to cross feed.
Okay, cross feed's coming on. Pump's coming on.
Okay, we're getting engines back. All right.
Okay, we got a lot of rigging fuel problems in this fuel system. No big deal yet.
You want to go back to Kingman or are you heading west?
I go on to Kingman. How are we looking for number 2, guys? Is it running?
Everybody's back up.
Okay, everything's back up. We're cross feed and everything's fine.
Okay. Two and 4 going. It's fuel pressure though, huh?
Here's the B.
Are we in high?
Yes, we are. I got full fuel on everywhere.
No, we're going down on 4 here. Oh, we're going. 3's going up. Well,
Watch 3, watch 3.
watch 3. We'll drop back. We're going back to Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon. Okay, stand by, guys. Stand by. Stand by, because you just confused confusion on the panel here with us. Okay. Just pay attention because he gets out of your hand and you might go the wrong way with those curves. So give me back to 2000 if you can. Okay, we had that on the ground a little far away from Kingman right now. We're a ways. Are you guys going to break in?
I was trying to sort it out now. We had a couple of different engine things going on here. We're trying to figure out what's up.
Can they, you still got airplanes on? See if they got any fuel running out anywhere.
Did you see any fuel leaks anywhere?
Are you heading right to Grand Canyon?
Yeah, I'm turning back around. Okay, everything is appearing normal now, guys. So I'm in full cross feed, full tanks, and fuel boost pumps on.
Okay, let's head towards Grand Canyon and see what's up, and then we'll, if we like it, we'll turn around and go out the other way. We got plenty of time. Okay, you're good on a good heading. There's the tits over there.
I'm looking for the airport here.
We got a ways to go. It's about 11 o'clock.
You got the airplane for a second.
I got it.
That's Las Vegas. I don't want to go there.
Now, see that big tit right in front of us there? The airport's
Yeah,
toward
I
us
see
a
it.
little bit.
All right, just to the left of it. Yeah. I've got everything back, guys. Cross feed, everything's working.
Okay, everything's working, but we're going to head towards Grand Canyon Airport, and then if everything's good, we'll turn around and go the other way.
Okay. All right, what you say?
I don't know what happened there. We just started, we lost number 2, then number 3 started going, and then number 4, and then, so we turned the cross speeds all on, and everything's back alive again.
Dash reactor trail away, smoke out of those air first.
Yeah, it was dead idle there for a little bit.
Things are looking pretty normal now for me.
Yeah.
I don't know, could have just been one of those big air bubbles in the fuel system. Let's hope it's all it is, guys. Oh, come on back there, get over there.
Are any of the fuel tanks gauges working there?
Nothing. I'm only going
Fuel quantity? I'm just curious because a couple of them did work. I mean, there's no way we moved fuel out of the way, did we? Moved it out to like the A tank or something out there.
It's possible because of rigging on that number 3A, but number 2 is going away first, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 failed first, and then 3 went after it.
Okay, the airport's out there 11 o'clock. See that little line about this angle out there? Keep going, just turn.
Yeah, right out there on the canyon.
Yeah, just keep going.
I see it.
Good heading there.
What's the elevation here? Put Grand Canyon in there.
Grand Canyon Tower 422 November Alpha.
422 November Alpha.
Yeah, just a radio check. We're the Constellation off of Valley, and we were up, and we were going to head kind of your direction in orbit there a little bit. We're at 7.5.
Would you like to go cover
No, just first flight on an airplane in a long time, so we're just kind of checking it out.
You're in the Connie?
Yeah, the big Connie, it's airborne. Here we come. Yeah, okay, to orbit your field at 7,500 feet. How about we just pick a left big orbit around the airport?
Just report about 5 miles to the south or southeast.
We'll report 5 south.
I'm adjusting to keep at the bottom of the greens, guys. All right.
And oil pressures, everything are good, right?
Looking good.
I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Did you have the boost pumps on low? All of them?
No.
Oh, okay, have them off.
After time and cruise, we turn them on, only for variation at high altitudes, and that's the opposite direction is a Cherokee. Do you have the sights on altitude?
Negative, and 4 November Alpha, sorry, 422 November Alpha, we're about 5 south, and we've got a Baron with us. He's just going to follow us around a little bit.
Well, the 2 is Alpha, okay, I saw 2 in the binoculars, Roger. And you guys can orbit at your discretion. I'll keep you advised of any traffic. Local altimeter 3003.
Sounds good. We're squawking 1200.
Oh, this is a big old stable platform for shooting an approach.
I'll bet.
Constellation 2 to Alpha traffic, no factor.
All right, thanks, sir.
Okay, if you want to play one at a time now, we're just up with the airport now. Do
Yeah, what?
I said if you'd like to play with the fuel system.
I'm not sure I really want to yet. Everything's running just fine. Maybe we should leave it alone. I'm not sure. I'm fully crossed, which
Station descending from above and beyond. That's the road up on the line. And who's the helicopter just called?
what I'd like to do first is come out across me to see if you still got everything.
Okay. Well, we're right by the airport. Let's just put yourself in an area where we could come into land.
Yeah. Okay, great. Coming off on cross feed, let's see if we got a good tight fuel system up there.
We got aircraft over there taking it off.
Three, including the Constellation.
Just going to start a little bit.
297, thank you, on course proved.
Christopher 4 will give you a hand in today's 97.
Be ready to go back to cross feed on this sound.
Absolutely. Okay, so far I'm stable.
You just running the boost pumps low?
I got him in low now. I think I'm just going to leave him alone.
Yeah, probably smart.
Hey, firm, I'll be in the tower right now. He's going to be orbiting around 7,500.
Okay, I'm back on 1, 2, 3, 4 main, and so far we're stable.
Okay.
Picking our left orbit here. We got our cross feeds off now. We're just running on. We had the boost pumps off, and that's when things started going bad. So we'll just see what it does here.
We're going to be off the left and on the inside we'll put him in.
Okay, I'll just leave it to you to keep clearance for us right now. Steve will go with us here, obviously, too.
Roger, I'll get him inside.
Man, that right engine is nice and clean out there, running out there, number 4. It's running back here in all 4, top of the wing. She's a big old beast. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, Tim?
Look at me, catching up. So far so good. I don't ask for what else.
One more orbit, okay? One more orbit.
Okay. I'm going to leave the fuel pumps in low boost. We obviously have a little issue. We'll figure that out later.
Okay.
Leave well enough alone right now. You guys call, too.
We couldn't be transferring fuel out to 2A and 3A, could we?
It's a possibility.
No, those pumps do run, by the way,
Do you guys mind making any passes?
So if we have an issue, we could select 2A and 3A out there and, you know, turn the pumps on you guys.
Oh, say again?
Do you guys have any interest in watching the winner?
Negative, sir. This is, like I say, first flight in a long time. We just, for safety near an airport, we're going to orbit. One more orbit, and if we're good, we're going to head on to Kingman.
Roger that. Love seeing you here. You guys are great.
Thanks, yeah. That's the only one in the world right now flying.
Only one in the States.
749.
That's the only 749 Connie, anyway, the baby Connie. This was General Douglas MacArthur's Connie, too, so you can find it right on in the history books.
Bitchin'! Hydraulic system's tight. What's our quantity like? We good?
Quantity's good. Looking good. Got a flicker on 4 there. How's the airplane feeling for you guys?
It's feeling fine.
Okay,
I mean, I've got good ailerons. It just takes an airload on them just to make them feel normal.
my fuel flows are all right within good range. I'm happy there. Little boost pumps. If you gentlemen don't mind, I'm going to put fuel. Okay, well, let me do that. I'm going to slide in underneath the Connie.
Oh, don't you? If you want to switch, you can still handle everything from behind. That's okay with me.
Yeah, I want to do a quick walk through. I'll be right back.
Okay, here we go.
On that. Ready? I'll be up here if I hear something go on.
Yeah, well, believe me, we'll be waving at you.
Constellation 2, can you time proceed requested? We're going to head and high to your right. You might see one of the last constellations there.
That's bitchin'. Yeah, I've flown airplanes. I've had two engines split in one.
I'm not taking the flight aircraft I've ever seen that.
I had two. I had a 401 ILS approach on two.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
What?
Let's not do that.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Went down the first one through. Just went down the first one through, or?
Well, there's an orbit.
Never mind that.
There's one. That's one orbit there. If Tim comes back and he's happy, I say we go. How much BMEP are we pulling right now? 25 on each?
About 120.
120 on each, okay.
Steve, where are you at? I was on the west. Okay.
Everything's looking good.
All right, well, you call it. Are we good, Tim? Want to go? Do we go to Kingman? Yeah. We're good to go to Kingman.
Let's run it. Let's just know what we got.
Okay.
All right, Grand Canyon, Connie 422 November Alpha, thank you for your real estate. We're heading to Kingman.
Connie 422 November Alpha, or is it Mike Alpha?
It's November Alpha, 422 November Alpha.
Connie 422 November Alpha, can you tell what your bus is then? Thanks for stopping by. Have a good flight, sir. It was a pleasure to see you.
You too, sir, thanks.
What's Kingman? Identifier, IGM. IGM. Well, Captain, today's takeoff, how many times have you taken a Connie up? This and one more make two. It's good, but I tell you what, you hit those goddamn bumps in the runway, this thing wants to launch. Yeah.
Should have dumped it back here.
Hey, you know what else, Jim, is this has a bunch of stupid antennas all over the damn thing. I bet that's 5 or 10 knots. We're going to take those off, aren't we? Oh, yeah, I hope so. Get rid of all that crap.
Oh yeah, real easy. Have the volunteers drive by with the forklift, they'll be gone.
I can see what you're doing up here. Oh, yeah, I can, you know. You got a picture of Ray sitting there, right? Huh? You got a picture of Ray sitting there, right? Yeah. Now we're 200 knots indicated here now. There's a demon out there living at about 200 knots.
Up there in the center.
I think that would be one of the propellers. Well, they haven't changed pitch at all. No, I think that's out of balance propeller. Yeah, but they haven't been adjusting them, so who knows?
Two.
I'll just set mine to yours, okay? You're at 84? You're at 83? What is Chino's? 25